fire signs. I hope you're all doing well. This is your reading for any advice that you might need from Spirit regarding any situation that you might be going through at this time. If it doesn't resonate, remember you can go look at the other readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter signs in your chart. My information is in the description of the video, as always. All right, I'm gonna get started with Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so this is your reading. Your first card is what's happening with you now. You as you are now. What's going on with Aquarius right now? Hierophant. You're a number of things, right? You could be maybe looking into starting school, joining an organization or an institution, like for a new career. Maybe you're thinking about commitment, marriage. Maybe you are a person of faith and you're wanting to have maybe join how do I say that, Spirit? You want to become part of a congregation, right? So traditions, a lot of like conventional sort of conformity type of, you don't want to go outside of the line. You don't want to color outside the line. You're looking to sort of have just some traditional things in your life, whether it's commitment with someone, maybe you're in the process of getting married, you're getting your values in check. So these are things that you're thinking about or considering, or the things in your life are sort of working around this topic for you. Let's see what else comes through. Your second card is, are you on the correct path? Swift progress. Absolutely, you're on the correct path. You're going within. So for some of you, this is about your faith, right? About clarifying things that, 2020 was a difficult year for many people, for many different reasons. Perhaps it's something that's now started you thinking, going within after some disappointments with the Four of Swords. You've isolated yourself, but for a specific reason, right? To be able to heal, to be able to recalibrate yourself, to be able to regroup and sort of look at what is it that's important to you? What is it that you want to stay in your life as you move forward, okay? And speaking of moving forward with the Eight of Wands, right? Things are taking off for you. You're getting a lot of progress. There might be some communication coming in for you regarding some of the things in your life that you're wanting to move towards. Maybe it's someone, if it's about marriage, maybe it's someone proposing to you, someone letting you know that, or maybe you're the one that's doing it, right? Maybe that's why you're pondering and looking within, because you have a major decision to make. Whatever it is, some of you might be traveling. It feels like you're really in alignment at this point, and you're feeling confident with a decision that needs to be made. Okay, so number 3 here is, what is a main obstacle that you might be having at the moment? An obstacle. Well, this is beautiful. This, for some of you, this really is about a marriage and about the things and the decisions that you need to come together and consider when you're joining two lives, right? It's not the same when you're dating. When you start to really join everything about your lives with another, you start to really think, am I capable of doing this? Are we compatible, right? Two people becoming one, two entities becoming one. It could technically be about career, about something that you decide, but this is something like not just a frivolous job. This is about something that's related to your life purpose and your mission, where you're joining in with an organization or a person that matches your values, that matches your belief systems, and that matches your energy, right? You're in alignment with that other entity. It's about balance, about harmony. You know, how is this an obstacle? You might need to be displaying a little bit more patience, right? Because it's rare that everybody involved is aligned exactly as you are. So some people might require a little bit more guidance in their life. Sorry, I need water. Starting to lose my voice. You have to consider moderation. Some of you might be really excited about this swift progress, right? This Eight of Wands takes you really fast in terms of moving forward. So you might be on a go, 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 and there might be others that aren't quite as energetic or at that level of energy. And so you're having to show patience. You're having to really refocus on your purpose, okay? So how is temperance an obstacle? It's about perfecting the balance that you need to feel so that you can not be impatient or show any kind of negative energy, right? And any negative behaviors towards others in your life, towards the loved ones in your life. Okay, so the fourth card here is what is helping you at this time. Here we go. Hanged Man in reverse. What's helping you is that things are taking a little bit longer than you wish it, even though it's moving forward progress in this thing that you're wanting. Some things are on hold, and that's why, going back to the Temperance card and why that would be an obstacle, is because two are becoming one. Whether you're joining a company, whether you're joining an organization, whatever this union is that's coming in for you, it has both or all parties need to be in alignment. And so the universe, right? It's all about divine timing. I know that that's annoying, but it is. So there's delay tactics that the universe is throwing at you, right? And that's what's helping you. That's what's helping you maybe gain a little bit of patience, or a lot more patience, right? Because you're wanting to go, 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 like I said. So this almost uncertainty, like, will this happen? Will this not happen? I'm not sure. That's something that's, I know it doesn't seem like it, but it's a positive for you, right? Because it's allowing for you to be able to focus on what it is that the purpose is. It allows you to focus on your purpose with this situation, okay? Excitement is great. Forward movement, when you see things are really falling into place, but then you see forward movement, you want that to continue. So then you get frustrated. That's the word I was trying to find here before. So that you don't exhibit frustration with your loved ones or with the entities that you are going to be joining, right? Now going back here, when you have such great forward movement, oh my gosh, everything's falling into place. This is awesome. It's happening. Oh my gosh. And then you see that not everybody is on the same page. You can really get frustrated. So that's the universe sort of trying to bring in the frustration in a natural state, right? Because it's just natural for people to not be aligned perfectly at the same time. Gosh, I hope that made sense. The fifth the fifth card here is, how can progress be made for Aquarius? How can progress be made with this situation? continue to heal. There's still something that you have to let go of. There's still something that you have to move on from. So that might be the thing, whether it's you or whether it's someone else, but I'm asking for you, right? How can progress be made with this thing that Aquarius wants? And it feels like there's still some forgiveness. There might still be something that's pending for you. And if you don't think that there is, maybe do some meditating, maybe do a life review, really think of the major events in your life and see if there's anything pending that might need to be healed, let go of, forgiven, asking for forgiveness, whatever it might be, right? So that then you can be ready to move on. That's what's going to allow you to move on, is that final healing. It feels like it's just a couple of things, maybe just one thing, so that it allows you to move on and progress can then be made. Maybe it's the reason why there's delays from the universe is because there's this one thing you don't realize needs to be taken care of. Okay, and then the last card is just guidance from Spirit. What's their advice or what's their guidance? You're feeling you're sort of overburdening yourself. There's some really good movement here. There's some really good things that are going to happen for you, or that are aligned to happen for you. But Spirit is telling you to don't overwhelm yourself, to really take the time. This temperance is something that you have to sort of align yourself with. That balance, do moderation, because it feels like you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. You're overloading yourself. You're overdoing it. You're overdoing something, okay, that's causing you to get frustrated and to not be able to move forward. Moving forward is destined here, okay? The commitment, the joining of an organ, whatever this Hierophant is for you, that's happening. However, there's some things that still need to be taken care of. And so you need to make yourself aware and don't overwhelm yourself, because then you get discouraged and then you delay the thing even further, okay? Give me another guidance from Spirit for Aquarius regarding this situation. Yeah, because there's really, you need to, there might be a person, again, that needs some kind of forgiveness, some kind of closure, but also there's a, if this is you, you need to be emotionally balanced. There's something that's still pending here for you, okay? Head and heart balance. There's something, maybe you're worrying too much about something and your heart is ready to love. It's ready to connect with this thing that's part of your life purpose, but you're thinking a lot about the what ifs and the coulda, woulda, shouldas, okay? You think a lot. So you need to have a balance of your head with your heart. You need to work on that. Okay, let's get you a prayer card. This is something that you can say before you go to bed or as you wake up in the morning. It's just a way of bringing a little bit more gratitude into our lives. Spiritual gifts, Archangel at Raziel. Thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. Beautiful. So, yeah, so that you can acknowledge that the things that you will bring to the table, you know, don't focus on other people. Realize what you have, right? Thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. I like it. All right, Aquarius, I hope that resonated. If it didn't, please take a look at your other placements in your chart. Maybe you'll resonate with those messages as well. All right, my soul embraces yours, and until next time, namaste. Bye-bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini friends. I hope you're doing well. This is Anna, and this is your reading. advice for you on a situation that you might be going through at this moment. All right, I'm going to get started. So the first card is you as you are now. What's happening with you at this moment? Gemini. Ooh, King of Swords energy. Mind over matter. You might be going through some legal matters at this time. You're feeling a little bit detached from the situation. You're just waiting for something to get resolved. It could be something about a contract. Whatever it is, you're in your sort of like very... you're not emotional about it, which is very King of Swords. You are very air, right? Air energy. You're in your head, so you're very intelligent, very rational. So whatever this thing is, you're conquering it because your mind is steady. The detachment is interesting. Let's see what happens as we go along here. Are you on the correct path? It seems like it is. That you're having a wish granted. It might be something that you're trying not to get too excited about something that's happening here. But you definitely are on the right path. It's like a wish fulfillment that's happening here. You've been wishing on a star and it's coming true. Definitely on the right path. There's some kind of healing and calm that's coming in. Even though you're trying to stay emotionally detached from whatever this resolution is that's happening for you, it's something that's part of what you feel is part of your purpose, right? Or it's destined for you, something that it's meant to be for you. And it's sort of... tapping into, I keep hearing tapping into your faith or your beliefs. You have hope that this is going to resolve in a positive way, and it seems like it is, right? With the star as the card for are you on the correct path. Now let's see what obstacle you might be having at the moment. I mean, you know, the Ten of Pentacles here as an obstacle, it just means that it seems like you want everything. You want it all, and everybody does too. I said this to someone else. You want your cake and eat it too. You know, you want the stability, you want your foundation, you want your happy home. You might be in the process of buying a house. It's possible. So that you can now establish a foundation for your family or for yourself, for your future, right? So how is that an obstacle? Is because that requires some maneuvering, right? It requires a lot of pieces to fall into place. And so you might be worrying too much about status or image, how this will look. You know, you maybe, you know, be mindful of that. That it isn't associated with pride or with ego. Like, look at the house I'm getting. Look at the my whole life is perfect, you know, because I'm awesome. I mean, that might be true still, but be careful that it doesn't go to your head and that it doesn't become an ego thing, right? About image that's coming through here as the obstacle. All right, let's see what is helping you at this time. What's helping Gemini? Gosh, King of Pentacles. This is a really good reading. King of Pentacles, you're hardworking. That's what's helping you. You're working hard. You're presenting with King of Pentacles here, right? Ultimate provider. Working hard, very grounded individual, very secure, dependable, stable. Can be in the distorted energy. It can be, I mean, you're not distorted because it's upright, but be mindful because the Ten of Coins was an obstacle here in this particular reading that could present that kind of ego thing here as I'm seeing it, okay? So be mindful, but what's helping you is that you're a hard worker, that you're ultimately a very grounded and dependable individual. You're very responsible. And so that works in your favor, obviously. So how can progress be made here? How can progress be made? You need to be careful to not burn yourself out. Don't exhaust yourself, okay? You're working really hard to achieve something, but you also might be burning yourself out. It's all about balance, okay? So make sure that you're keeping check on the people in your life that have played a significant positive role, okay? Don't ghost people. Don't treat people in that way. Be mindful. You're feeling very restless. You want all of this thing to fall into place, and it seems like it is. It's a wish fulfillment here that's happening for you. It's a wish granted because you work really hard and you've been focusing on that. But don't just focus on one thing so much that it burns you out because it's like overwhelming, okay? So progress can be made when you sort of stop to, smell the roses. Smell the roses, send a little message to a loved one, keep track of all of that's going on in your life, not just your focus on this, I want this, I'm going to get this is what I want, and then what happens to everything else in your life. Be mindful of that. There's a 10 of coins here for you, so that's really beautiful, right? It's the whole package, but you don't have it yet. It's not quite there yet, and so you wanting to get to that thing could be your laser focus without really looking at the rest of the stuff in your life. So let's get a guidance from Spirit. By the way, guys, not everyone will resonate with these messages. I understand that, and I think you should understand that too. Okay, your guidance from Spirit regarding all of this. Is to, again, you're being really forceful with something. You're trying to get this thing to happen for you. And so when you see that it's not quite falling into place, very similar to what happened with Aquarius, when you see that it's not falling into place, you get frustrated, right? And you feel powerless. You start to get really, really frustrated. Be mindful, okay, that when you are laser focused and you don't really have a balanced family life, balanced inner spiritual life, mental health, balance, all of it, that can present as an obstacle for you and block things from happening. This feels like it's destined for you to happen, absolutely. But again, you might be creating your own obstacle in the delay of it. Okay? Don't force yourself on people. Don't be so, remember that everyone isn't as, that everyone cannot be as detached emotionally as you can. You do that to preserve your energy so that you can get something done. But not everyone is like that, okay? So maintain that balance in your relationships, in your life. Okay, let's get you angel prayer card. This is something that you can say. It's just to bring a little bit of gratitude into our lives. And it's something you can say before bed, as you meditate, or in the morning when you wake up. The Divine Physician, Archangel Raphael. Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. Very nice. Maybe some of you have been neglecting your health, and that's something that's a little bit of a clue here, a little bit of a reminder, again, that it feels like you might be burning out you're feeling a little powerless because you're frustrated that something isn't happening as quickly as you want it to happen, because you know within your soul that it's destined for you, because you've worked so hard for this. I'm working so hard for this. Why isn't this happening already? Well, it could be because you're neglecting other areas of your life. Maybe your health is one of them. Archangel Raphael is one that you can, the divine physician, right? It's one that you can maybe say a prayer to help you focus on improving whatever area in your life that you need to regarding your health. That's a starting point. Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. It's a nice sort of positive affirmation, right, to focus on. So I like that. Okay, I hope that made sense. If it didn't, you might want to look at the other placements in your chart to see if those messages resonate with you. All right, Gemini, thank you so much. My soul embrace is yours. Until next time, namaste. Bye. Hello, my lovely Libra friends. I hope you're doing well. This is Anna, and this is your reading. Advice for you from Spirit as to towards something that you might be going through at this time. Okay, your first card is you as you are now. Your current situation here. Nope. You've been a bit moody, some of you. Ghosting, maybe ghosting an individual or several people. A bit withdrawn. There's some, I'm not judging you or insulting you, but there's some emotional immaturity here. And it's just because you're not quite sure how to handle the emotions that you're feeling. So it makes you moody, right? It makes you not understand your inner feelings. And you've been trying to focus on your inner feelings for some of you. Be mindful of being a little bit manipulative with people in your life. There's some repressed feelings that you have to deal with here. Okay, so let's see. Are you on the correct path? It seems like you are, right? It seems like you are. You're working on some deep emotional stuff. And so that's why you're feeling withdrawn, because it's hard for you. For the ones that I'm tapping into, it's hard for you. So are you on the right path? Yes, you are. You're laying a foundation. You're beginning to set goals for yourself. You're starting to feel grounded. You're working really hard, right? And you might be receiving some good news or be offering someone in your life some good news. You're beginning to establish a little bit of faith in things improving for yourself. There's some deep emotional stuff you've been working on. Working really hard, and you've been even maybe looking into some divination things, like watching readings or reading about other worldly things that you might not necessarily before have been comfortable doing, but you're curious. There's a curiosity within you. And so this is all internal work that you're doing, but you are working really hard because you're setting goals for yourself. So this is beautiful. You're laying the foundation for your success in being able to really tap into those emotions and then be balanced within that to bring it into all areas of your life. So that's great. What is the main obstacle that's presenting for you at this time? Well, I mean, I don't see this as an obstacle. Presenting as King of Wands energy here. You're a natural born leader. It feels like, how could this be an obstacle? You're very free thinking. You're very, you have the ability, natural ability to be successful. You're a very passionate person, very creative, okay? This could be an obstacle in terms of this process that you're going through, is how I see that, as an obstacle, right? Because the King of Wands is a natural leader. someone who's successful, very charismatic, used to having successes in his life, used to just making things happen. And so this is an obstacle for you because this is your nature. But when it comes to the emotional stuff, you're having difficulties. You know how to connect with your creativity, your passion in life, right? But the emotional stuff is difficult for you. So that's why it's presenting as an obstacle at the moment. So what's helping you? What's helping Libra at this time? The ones I'm tapping into. You want to be able to... What's helping you is that you are looking forward to celebrating and connecting with people. You also are looking forward to some collaborative, artistic collaborations with someone, some creative collaborations with friends, with a group of people. You're looking forward to, and that's part of the plan making that you're doing here, right? This foundation you're setting for yourself is that you're looking forward to this happening. Maybe there's been delays, right? And you yourself have delayed you've isolated yourself by ghosting and withdrawing, right? And by the way, that's a type of manipulation, because if you ghost people, that's manipulating that dynamic of that relationship so that the other person or persons don't really know what's going on with you, and then it leaves something open-ended. So ghosting someone is manipulation, and you have to be mindful of that, okay? Accept that's what that is. If that's what you're doing, if someone's doing it to you, they're manipulating you. Take it as it resonates, okay? It's a type of manipulation, and it's because this person doesn't know quite how to deal with their emotions. So they go the route of isolating themselves and others, but they're working on that, okay? They're working on it because they really want to have connection with people, friendships, collaborations, projects that they're looking forward to. So that's what's working. That's what's helping you, is that you're optimistic about the future here, okay? Now, how can progress be made? That was smooth. Again, progress can be made by you, by the thing you're doing, but in a more healing manner. Progress can be made by going within. Not to isolate people, but because you're going within to really do the healing that you need to do. Okay? So yes, it is more isolation. That's how you're making the progress you are making. I feel like you have made progress. Okay? Taking a break, retreating yourself, going within. Silence, which is, this is the healthy type of silence. The ghosting is not healthy because it's manipulative, okay? So it's silence either way, which is being encouraged for you to continue doing that if it allows you to really, really delve in. Not if it just keeps you isolated and avoiding connecting with people. Not avoidance out of fear, but just isolation because you're doing inner work. Okay? That's how you're making progress. Now, guidance from Spirit. You might have been having creative blocks. You might have been feeling, this process makes you feel vulnerable, okay? And so you've been canceling things. You've been avoiding people. Again, manipulations coming through. So be mindful. What Spirit is saying is, do the healing that you need to do. You need to do it. You can't avoid it anymore. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time for you to continue the healing. There's inner child wounding, something from your past, from your childhood that you have not addressed. You need to look at it. It's looking at your shadows, looking at your dark side, okay? And being willing to make yourself vulnerable. There's nothing wrong with vulnerability. When you are vulnerable, but you continue to face those fears, that's courage, that's bravery. That's what's required for you to move on, to be able to celebrate with friends and with colleagues and loved ones. So this is a very clear message here. Your creative blocks will be removed, right? You'll be able to have more balance in your life. You'll be able to want to do activities with people. If you do that healing, you got to look at your shit. There's no getting around it. You got to look at it. What role did you play in the activities of your life? What people do you have to make amends with? What people do you have to confront to try and get an answer or clarity or closure? Whatever the healing is you need to do, okay? Let me get your angel prayer cards for Libra. Trustworthy friends. Thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. Wow, that's really nice. There's people in your life that you can trust, people that you care about. Don't shun those people away, okay? They're the ones that you're going to be that are going to be celebrating with you once you come out of this shell or this cocoon that you've placed yourself in. You'll come out on the other side with your wings on, right? So you can fly into your creativity, into your happiness, into love, whatever it is that you deserve. You deserve it. Thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. Make sure you say that at night before you go to sleep, or in the morning as you wake up. Bring some gratitude into your life as you're doing all of this healing that you need to do, that you've already begun doing, okay? You're already laying the foundation here. You're starting to get grounded. There's just some more healing to do, that's all, okay? Libra, I hope that resonated. If it didn't, check out the other messages from your other placements in your chart. My soul embraces yours, and until next time, namaste. Bye-bye.